cool. We are here to talk about Spawn. Something me, him are super passionate about. I've been collecting Spawn for the better part of probably 2 decades. So here's a couple figures. Super exciting Spawn news. They're putting out four different books.
Four different series.
Along with the Spawn series.
Correct. What his current comic book run is going on. And I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but my impression is Todd wants to do, like, he wants to jump back into making, like, Spawn movies. You know what I'm saying?
He's been trying to get a new one off the ground for like 5 years.
And I think the problem is that because of the MCU and what they've done and how they built their characters, he doesn't have other characters outside of Spawn.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make
got a couple, like, but he's got like medieval Spawn.
Yeah.
And like Gunslinger. I mean, I would love a Gunslinger Spawn movie.
But I'm just saying, like,
that's one of the comic lines too.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. But that's the thing. Like, I think he's trying to introduce all these new characters in this, especially since Spawn 300. Like, he's been introducing all these.
And they've been selling like crazy since 300.
And like, I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're up to date or not. I don't know if you're up to like 314 or.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I
backtracked to 297, whatever the recap was.
Correct.
And then I caught all the way up to 315.
Okay, so then you're up to date with all the new characters that kind of sort of been introduced. So like,
and then he's introducing a new character next week. I think.
Correct, next week.
Yeah.
So I think what they're trying to do is they're gonna try.
Or next month.
Next month. You know what I mean.
Next week, yeah.
But I think what they're trying to do is he's trying to introduce all these characters so he can get a nice backing, so that he can turn it into the next, like, his version of the MCU, but a Spawn version.
He basically used the term Spawn Universe, which I was super excited about. When I heard Spawn Universe, I'm like, he's building on characters that we literally read about for a while. Now, I haven't caught up with some of the newer issues. I got 300. Obviously got the Chadwick Boseman cover and the variant stuff. Just so awesome, man. But I'm all for 100% in on anything that's Spawn related. Absolutely. New movie, like, I know he was trying to do a movie for a while, but I think he was trying to have his hand too much in the direction of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's
Jamie Foxx says it's still happening though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he needs to go get a big name director. Like, I agree, dude. I think 100%. The perfect director for Spawn would be Zack Snyder. Can you imagine a Zack Snyder Spawn directed movie? He's all about visuals, so I think he would capture Spawn absolutely perfectly.
I could totally 100% see that.
I mean, except for it might be a little dark for you.
Just a little too dark.
Just a little too dark.
I've never had a problem with Zack Snyder. Not even a little bit. I love Zack Snyder.
Yeah, no, I think Zack would be the perfect director for it, but I don't know if he would do it though. Like, he's so ingrained in like doing like the DCU.
Sam Raimi would be good for it too.
See, I think Sam would make it too lighthearted.
I don't know, man. He can get dark when he needs to.
Would you
too
make
dark
it,
for you?
Yeah, definitely too dark for me. But would you make it like more on the horror look, or would you do it? There was a YouTube video of a short Spawn movie that was really creepy, and I loved it. I was like, man, if they did this could be kind of scary and really heroic too. Like, would you go that route, or would you do more of the Zack Snyder type thing?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I think I would probably do more of the horror route. I think because you could play into with demons and hell and stuff like that better if you do more of a horror based. Maybe a guy like I think James Wan would be good at that then, because
familiarize me.
He did Aquaman, but he did the Conjuring movies.
Conjuring, yeah.
Okay. He was the Conjuring.
God, that would be dope.
Yeah. No, he'd be good.
Like, could you imagine like a horror director taking on this character with hell?
Let's get the legend himself, John Carpenter.
Is he? Would he do it?
Apparently, he is trying to pitch The Fog too.
What?
Yeah.
I'd be in for that.
I love The Fog. I love Carpenter, man. I love all his movies except for Ghost of Mars.
And by the way, if anybody wants these, hit Brett up, by the way. Just saying.
I'll give him
I always wanted Carpenter to direct a live adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns. I think he's perfect for it. And the score, I think he'd be perfect for it. So he would do great with Spawn.
Yeah.
Just don't have him write it.
What you got the Kickstarter, right? So you got the Kickstarter spot. And
Still waiting for it.
We passed on it. I know.
You
didn't even get it yet?
COVID threw everything into a loop.
Oh, dude. All right, never mind. Because I was going to say, like, I was curious what your thought was.
It started right before COVID, but it closed out during the pandemic. And they're coming from China.
No, of course.
So everything is just kind of, like, they're getting shipments in, and
because I've seen some people
starting to send them out soon.
Because I've seen a couple people actually have
some
them.
people do have them.
Yeah.
But not everybody. And then he's gotten a lot of the bulk in now. So a lot of people are going to be starting to get them. At least U.S. based now. So, but yeah, COVID really threw everything in a loop. So, but he's given us a lot of shit with those figures too. Like it was totally worth the $43 I paid for it.
Is that all?
That's all
$43?
Yeah, if you just got the base figure.
What an asshole.
You just got the base figure. Without a signature, it was $43. I was like, I'll just meet Todd at the convention whenever we go. I don't need it. I mean, so $43, you get a modernized version of the original figure, an updated version of the comic, and a shit ton of fucking accessories. Totally worth
I'm
it.
definitely not going to miss on the next one because he's talking about medieval
Spawn,
Spawn, and I'm all on medieval Spawn.
I really want him to do the next figure. I want him to do is I can never. It's the chick.
Angela.
Yeah, Angela.
Yeah, that's what I really want him to fucking do. She Spawn or whatever the fucking name is.
Isn't she on the cover for this new one?
I
315? I haven't got it yet.
I don't think it's this one because I always get the Capullo.
So do I. got the Capullo cover.
I know because Capullo's my favorite.
Oh, dude, Capullo kills it.
Yeah.
He kills it.
When we get around to a Spawn piece, it's his artwork.
I love it.
I love Capullo.
Dude.
Other than Todd, Capullo is Spawn.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Even
Without a
Todd
doubt.
calls him the quintessential Spawn artist.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because Todd,
It's
that's
funny.
what I love about Todd. When it comes to his art, he's super humble about it. He always admits, he's like, I can't draw hands really that good. I can't draw feet
Oh
very
my
good.
god.
It's
That,
just like,
that blows me away.
right?
Like you draw hands like perfect.
And
Like,
it's funny because, like, you know, like, I've been trying to draw more
This is the
often,
dude
and
who
I send
created
you stuff all the
fucking
time,
Venom, you know?
and, like, I just sent you eyes the other day, and you're like, dude, I crush eyes, you know, and, like, I don't understand, like, how he can sit there and say, like, oh, I'm not good at this, and then you look at it and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, we're all like, what?
Like, what?
Like, you're a god to
I
us.
can't draw shit. Like,
Yeah.
but and he's so humble. Like, and that's you too.
The only
Like,
thing
you do
I-
stuff. Like, you draw stuff all the time. Like, you think this is garbage.
yeah,
like
trash.
But it's not. Like, I look
Yeah.
at it and I go, holy shit.
But
You know,
but the
like-
thing is like every artist is their worst
Well, yeah,
critic.
yeah.
But Todd McFarlane is like one of those guys that like started a style of cool. Like
Yeah.
he said it a couple times. He's like, you know, like I just wanted things to look cooler.
Yeah.
And every time I hear him say that, I'm like, my God, it was already really cool, like
Yeah.
what you were doing. But now you're
Fucking
you're
get
taking it to
cooler.
another level,
Yeah.
dude.
And the fact that, like, he worked at Marvel and was like, he took Spider-Man and literally was like, let's make him cooler.
Dude.
Like, and Spider-Man at the time was like untouchable. Like, you couldn't do that, and he just wouldn't stop. Like, it was literally like, he could be so much cooler. And then he did it, and they were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, this is what Spider-Man
He created
needs to be.
Venom.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the only time I've ever
Here,
heard
look.
him say about other people.
I mean, Jay's not here, but I mean, like, this is Jay. I mean, Venom, Jay.
Yeah.
Like, if
The only
Jay
time
was
I've
here,
ever
By the way, real quick, I will in this video I will tag Ruth who drew that for Jay. Like, I think that's insane, insanely talented by one of our clients. Oh my God, I forget her last name, and I feel terrible about this. But Ruth is one of amazing artists. I'll tag her in this video.
is it
for sure.
Montana? Maybe her name's on her. I can't read it.
It looks like Montana. Yeah, close enough. Ruth, I shout you out for sure.
I mean, it's sick drawing.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm loving what Todd's doing with the DC figures too.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think they could fucking happen because Mattel was dropping the fucking ball.
dude, I picked you up that
The
cyborg, dude.
yeah.
Like the
It's up on the wall.
cyborg.
That's not even the best figures.
No,
to
but-
put out.
No.
Like
but-
they're just getting better and better.
I literally didn't like hardly any of them because I mean, he just keeps pounding out Batman, like
Yeah.
just Batman. But I get it. Batman is.
That's
like-
coming down from DC though.
No, I know,
That's
but
not his
I
fault.
get it, that's not his
Yeah.
fault, and that's what DC wants him to do, and he's killing every single one. But it's like, how many more variations can we get of Batman? Like, and Superman.
I think,
like, and
I think this year was going to be as we get close towards the end of the year is going to be he'll start broadening.
Like, there's-
Because I think they're going to, especially now, and especially with the rumors that DC is going to be the comics division is going to be sold, which I hope. I think he's going to get a long
Yeah,
term.
'cause, I mean, you
because
look
they
at-
shut down DC Direct, so he's right now he's the only guy doing DC figures.
Yeah, I mean,
besides Spin Master.
Yeah.
nobody buys this fucking shit. You
I
know,
mean,
them in Walmart, and Target.
like, you
they're all
look at like some of the
fucking
characters. I mean, you talk about it all the time. I mean, there's Swamp Thing.
He's perfect for Justice
Dude,
League too.
and he would kill
Just
it.
give me
Like,
the whole Justice
give
League
me
card.
give me a cool,
give me his Zatanna
like
jerk
Green
off.
Lantern figure. Like, don't.
He's doing a
don't-
Jon Stewart.
Is he doing a Jon
He
Stewart?
did the
Thank
animated
God.
one, and he's got a Jon Stewart.
Yeah, I didn't like the animated one.
I did. I loved all three of the animated ones. Actually, I thought the Superman was fucking breathtaking.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
like that, and I hate.
I couldn't believe how close the face looked to the fucking cartoon.
Man,
But
people
he's doing
hate
a
that shit.
comic book John Lantern.
fucking shit on everything. He's doing Superman.
He's doing a comic book Green Lantern, and I could have sworn I saw Hal Jordan too,
See,
but I don't remember.
And I love every variation of Green Lantern,
Yeah.
and Ryan Reynolds, to his credit, he hates it for putting on that stupid suit, and he'll never do it again. I mean, he's adamant that he'll never wear
Thank
it.
God. I
yeah,
hate it too.
Yeah, no, and I agree, but and I think you could do it so much better, and then the figures would be so cool.
I just want a really good Kyle Rayner. He's my favorite Green Lantern.
I love Kyle
Yeah.
Rayner.
Yeah.
I think
he was my Green Lantern. So
I mean-
when I started getting into comics in the '90s, that's who Green Lantern was.
I mean-
Kyle Rayner. I
I
think
mean-
he's the best Green Lantern.
I mean, look at these, dude. Like, look at these like the accessories, the detail on just
people
these.
give-
I mean, and these are from what? What year are these, Brett?
Probably 10 years ago ish.
People give
these
Todd
are pretty
shit.
long ago.
People give Todd shit
not too
because
long
he,
ago.
Yeah.
he
But,
runs
like-
the 7-inch line.
Yeah.
But he's the guy who
Like-
started the 6-inch line pretty much.
But that's what I'm saying,
And he's
like-
like, why would I keep doing what I did? I'm bumping up to 7, and I'm still going to charge you the exact same amount of money that the other companies are going to charge you.
And I hate that.
And I'm giving you more accessories. Because Hasbro's openly come out and said they can't do accessories with Star Wars figures because they got to pay for the likeness, for the photo scan for the faces. So they say it's like we can pay extra for that, or we can do our best to make the faces and give you accessories. It's like, why? If you're gonna give me a good looking Han Solo, I'll take the Han Solo.
I mean, and that's what pisses me off about some
8
people
fucking
who
hands.
Right.
Yeah.
collect Spawn figures. They hate that like his capes don't bend. Or
I don't
they
give
just
a
don't
fuck
like
about
and like
cloth
they,
capes.
they don't like some of the articulation.
No,
and it's
fuck
like
that.
and I'm like
I don't play with them.
I'm like yeah I don't. If I take it out of the box, I'm gonna display it. But
Yeah.
Spawn, you don't take it out of the box because they don't fucking stand right because of the
Right.
fucking cape. But like, we all know that.
When I get the
Like,
Kickstarter
we all
one, that's
know
coming
that,
out of
though.
the
Like,
box.
But like
guaranteed.
that figure, I've seen people who get it and they take it out of the box and it stands perfectly
Oh, yeah, I
fine.
can't
Like
wait.
now I'm pissed that I didn't get it.
You should be.
So, what's
I'm a
weird
cheater.
about the a couple
Sorry,
things
Ken.
I just want to touch on the DC characters.
Yeah.
I think the DC line is killer. Like everything I've seen is good, but like Eric just said, there's too much Batman, too much focus on just Batman, and especially with so many characters. But I also think like when you walk into a Target, there's only so many characters that adult collectors and kids will buy.
Yeah.
So like they're focusing on the big ones now, and hopefully they will get into a couple, at least a couple, like
Yeah.
Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, like some other ones,
Fucking
just a
please
couple
give me
of them,
Booster
you know.
Gold.
Yeah.
God.
No,
But
I
the
agree.
I remember the Kickstarter when I saw it originally. It was one of the first figures I bought when I started recollecting was that first Spawn figure from Todd Toys, and I took it out of the package, unfortunately. And when I took it out of the package, that cape that came with it was so fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, it was awful.
It felt it wouldn't stay on.
Nope.
It folded, it busted off or whatever, and I was just like, man, this is a real bummer. So I recollected it recently, and I got it for like $30.
Yeah.
But I got it not in a yellow bubble, which is
Super rare for those.
dude hard to find.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
anymore.
not yellow.
But yeah, I won't take it out. But when I saw the Kickstarter that you got, I was like, man, dude, it looks
Yeah.
like at least it's going to be able to.
Yeah, it's got hinges on it.
It'll
Yeah.
maneuver better.
And it's
you know?
big, too.
Yeah, it's
a big
massive.
fucking
It's massive,
cape,
which
yeah.
is nice.
I think he did a good job with this Kickstarter, and I hope that when it comes out, I'm able to grab one on eBay for cheap because I definitely want it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to wait till it was released before I
Yeah.
grab one. But I definitely want to grab
Oh, for sure.
the medieval Spawn.
Oh,
like I
dude,
saw
I'm
the
jumping on
Oh,
that.
he's coming out with a new Violator figure too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
no,
it's
he
not a
did
Kickstarter
no,
though.
It's not.
It's a mass release.
Yeah.
So
So
was it
actually-
Violator?
It was Violator.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was talking about Violator.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I do like that he's going back to some of these older figures. Like even though he's starting the Spawn universe and like he's going to do the Gunslinger Spawn, which I
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
love.
dude.
Yeah.
But I do like that he's going back to some of these older characters and kind of giving them a revised look. Especially, dude, listen, I wasn't drawing like I was 20 years ago. He's not making toys like he made, made 20 years ago. So he's reinventing the game as collectors. Like,
Well,
you know?
I personally think his figures are the best on the market.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm with you.
And it's his Spawn figures and his DC figures, and then it's Black Series Star Wars. Because I think Black Series Star Wars are levels above fucking Marvel Legends.
I mean-
and I love the Marvel Legends, but the quality of them are fucking garbage. I never take them out of the fucking package because they don't fucking stand for the fucking. I took a Captain America out of his package. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe try to display him. This dude was doing a fucking split to stand up straight.
Yeah, like you don't have
no.
any here, do you?
I have a
Brett?
couple in the
Oh,
back.
actually, yeah. Like, hold on. There's
Crap.
Juggernaut and.
Are they going to be able to come out?
No, I was gonna
Let's
bring it
open
over. I was
Jay's.
gonna bring it over, and I was just like, well, like maybe we could just.
No, well,
compare, like-
those work.
No, but I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
the detail work on those, and then you look at like Cyborg, right? Even though it's the animated version of
Yeah.
Cyborg, the detail work is just so much better. Like it's like
Yeah.
the attention to detail and just the extra like emphasis that he puts on everything is there. Whereas Marvel Legends, I mean, they're cool. Don't get me wrong. I have the Punisher one with him on the bike. I got Cosmic Ghost Rider because that's a phenomenal comic book series.
Yeah, I still gotta get that one.
I got all three
That's
runs.
the only
with that.
Donny
Like,
Cates one I don't
it's
have.
phenomenal. But the figure's cool. But I feel like if Todd did it, the
It'd be
bike
better.
would be
Oh, God.
way cooler. Like you look at the way the front wheel goes
Did
on.
you see the,
and it just
back
looks so
bike?
campy and so cheap. And I'm like,
Did
man,
you see
like,
the backlight from Death Metal? That he
Yeah,
did?
like,
oh my
dude,
fucking god,
so cool.
dude, like
I just
that's
saw
what
the
I'm
Space
saying.
Force,
Like,
I didn't buy it.
like the detail of that, is phenomenal. And I look at the bikes from both
and he still charges less than Marvel Legends.
And I'm like, what am I getting here?
Because Hasbro just bumped all the prices up for Marvel Legends and the Black Series at $22.99.
But that's what I'm saying.
And Todd's still selling everything for $19.99. And he's giving you 1 more inch and more accessories.
Yeah.
1 more inch is always good.
Yeah.
It's always about the extra inch.
Yep.
It's always about the extra inch.
I think we will be fun. Like, I mean, Jay's not here. I think we should take his little box over there and light it on fire.
I'm okay with that. Like, I think Jay'd be okay with that.
If there's one thing I'd like to see Todd do with McFarlane Toys, is fucking get the rights to 2000 AD, because him doing Judge Dredd and fucking Judge Death and who's the chick? Halle
Berry.
No, I wish. I can't remember her fucking name.
She's
I can't remember her name. She's a vampire, and then there's another fucking
Vampirella.
Nah, that's not.
No.
No. Then there's another
Vampires in Brooklyn.
But imagine him doing fucking Judge Dredd. How fucking cool would that figure look, man? It would look so fucking cool.
Listen, I'm in the camp that anything Todd does turns to fucking
Me
gold.
too. He's a fucking
Except
he's a god.
the regular Spawn movie.
Oh, dude.
I can't
watch
it.
It's a guilty pleasure.
The best part
it's terrible.
The best part was John Leguizamo. Let's be honest.
Get the fuck out of here.
Everything about that movie is not good.
Dude, John Leguizamo was probably the worst part of that movie, and I love John Leguizamo. Like, he's just one of
the only one.
No, me and Kevin, all right? Me and my friend Kevin,
Of course
right?
Kevin does.
Yeah, of course. Fucking cool.
So I'm going to throw up something that probably most people don't remember, don't care about, and whatever. This is one of my favorite toy lines ever, and I just completed the Heroes, at least. Very pricey. I got a couple I should say mitten sealed box Centurions.
Ace McCloud.
Ace McCloud, Jake Rockwell. I do have Max Ray at home. I have 3 loose ones up there.
Literally gay porn name.
It really does sound like gay porn.
Jake Rockwell.
But I'm telling you, man.
Rockwell.
So these figures, severely underrated as far as like a toy line. They came with weapon systems, and they're even putting, there's some guy who's doing a Kickstarter, I think, man, I wish he could, Ramen Toys. Ramen Toys is putting out a new version of these, and they're even talking about doing a Centurions movie, which I'm really stoked about. I'm super stoked about because it works as a movie. Like these guys with futuristic weapon systems, you got your Air Force guy, you got your land guy, and you have your sea guy who's Navy, right?
Okay.
You know,
I'm following along, keep going.
You attach weapons to them. These are getting incredibly hard to find mitten sealed box. I happen to have 3 pretty nice versions of them. I put them in acrylics to protect them. The boxes were cool. The problem with these figures, trying to find a mitten seal box, other than the tape always being broken, is the front window is usually popped out, or the box is crushed because of the shape of the box. So many issues with trying to find a good mitten sealed box Centurion. I got 3 of them, and I'm stoked to finally have at least the 3 main heroes. I'm trying to find the 2 villains, but
There's 2 villains.
there's 2 villains.
Can you name them?
Hacker and Doc Terror.
Wow, great
So-
thought in those names.
There was a cartoon as well that followed this toy line.
I'm sure it was ass.
It wasn't good. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie. Most cartoons from the '80s were like, if you go back and watch them, they're not great.
No,
but the toys were really good on these guys. And also, I have a couple of the box weapon systems with these guys. You could interchange them. You could put them anywhere you want, like a fucking rocket launcher on their back and whatever. It was just really cool, man. So
Yeah, because I think Jay, when he was here, we were talking about it, like he was talking about how he has the wing or the rocket thing on that one dude's chest. He has it on his arm, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
you could interchange everything, and they had like little holes you could put stuff on, and they were a fun toy to play with. And again, when you go back to like 1986, which I think is the year these came out, everything was 3 3/4 inch for the most part, except for MOTU. These fucking guys came out and said, yo, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to do something even bigger, and we're going to put out these box weapon systems that are dope.
Yeah.
And you can interchange them however you want. Like, it was so interactive in so many ways. It was an innovative design for the time, and not a lot of people know about this toy line, but it's one of my favorites. So.
I mean, in all fairness, though, like the way they do it too is kind of neat. Like the boxes, like I'm assuming he does like the sky, right? Like it's the flying one, like it's blue. And he's more of the box is
He's
red.
the land. And Max Ray is green.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like that's kind of cool that they.
I got Max Ray first. I picked up Ace McCloud recently, and I picked up Jake Rockwell the last.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
what was the one that was the foreign box?
That's the Max Ray one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I got 2 Max Rays. I sold the other Max Ray to a good high-end collector who wanted all original American boxes. I don't think these are foreign, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is foreign. So it has the writing in the top in another language.
Oh, okay.
So I don't particularly care. I just wanted them in a decent box. So my Max Ray has the foreign writing in the top. This particular collector, I'm sure he won't mind if I mention his name. His name's Gary Gefter. He wanted all 3 in American boxes. For me, I just wanted them
nice box,
mint and seal box. You know.
Yeah. So are you going to do the Kickstarter? If they do it?
I absolutely will, because I love this toy line, and I'm really holding out hope that they do a movie, because I think the movie, I can just envision a weapon system for a naval guy who can go underwater with all these cool attachments, and the pilot, and there's just so many ways they could go with this cartoon / TV movie, whatever. It's just a really cool concept for a movie, you know. So
I mean, I think Kickstarter is doing a good thing with a lot of vintage lines. Like you look at Boglins. I mean, I had a couple as a kid. They were neat, but they would always rip or whatever. But the original guy of Boglins literally did a Kickstarter, and now
it's going to do it.
Dude, they're up for pre-order now. Like you can get them on Walmart, GameStop. Like people are buying these things up, dude. It's crazy.
I think the only thing with Centurions,
Alpha's back and in Pog form.
Yeah. I think the only problem with that Centurions line that Jay mentioned, is that they're not actually calling them Centurions because they can't. So they're putting these figures. Yeah, there's some kind of right issue.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're putting something out, and they're calling them something soldiers or something.
Yeah.
So like it's cool. I mean, it's a great idea. And they look more marine-like, more like
modernized, like military.
A more like marine style figure.
Can they use the names? Like, can they use the case? Like, can you? Wow, that's all right.
But like when we saw them, we instantly our hair stood up. We were like, "Holy fuck!" Centurions is coming out with a new. But then we found out it wasn't actual Centurions. It's close enough.
Yeah.
But I hope that the rights to Centurions. I hope they do a movie or something similar, TV show, anything. I don't care. But I feel like it works as a project if they do it right.
Yeah.
That's it. Centurions. There you go.
Cool.
Eric?
So I'm gonna bust out my Boba Fett Carbonite series from the Black Series. I actually wish I had some more of this line. Like I really like the Carbonite series. Like I picked up. There's Darth Vader.
There's Vader, a Stormtrooper, a Sith Trooper. There's a Din Djarin. But honestly, I don't think Din Djarin looks good because it's not even in the Beskar armor. It's his original armor.
Correct. I have that one.
I believe there is Seventh Sister from the Fallen Order video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really fun.
I have 3 out of like the 6, and like I said, I have Vader, I have Din Djarin, and I have Boba. But I'd like to get the other ones. I think they look really cool.
No, I think Boba looks great.
Yeah, no,
I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. Like I said, I got a really good deal on it. One of the other toy groups. I think I got it for retail. I think it was right around $25. Like shipped. Like
I love the green box.
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. Like it's just such a cool figure. And
I believe that was one of the last lines outside of the Error Box, Yavin Luke, and a couple others. With that style box.
Yeah.
Then they switched over to the new one.
Like I like the newer boxes better.
I do too.
But
they're lighter too.
And like that's what makes me kind of want to take it out of the box. Like I really want to take it out of the box and display it.
I believe there's a First Order Trooper that's carbonized as well. Not that one, but I believe there is one.
Yeah. And like I really want to take it out of the box and display because I think these would display really, really cool in the box.
I'm just leery about Hasbro. They just don't.
They don't. Yeah, exactly. So that's the only reason I'm probably gonna keep it.
But the box is so cool. It would tarnish. I think.
Yeah.
So. Or taking it out.
But that's it. I mean, I just figured that's a cool little toy.
I love that figure. Yeah. I love the box. I love the figure itself in the box.
If it was just a black box.
Personally, I like those boxes better than the new boxes.
Really?
No, I like those too.
Like the new ones,
I like the artwork on the new box.
Yeah, especially with
Can I show that real quick?
Yeah.
Just so everybody can kind of see the difference. Like I do dig this artwork.
Like
I'm trying to be careful with his figure here, but That side panel artwork is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, honestly, like looking at them both, I'm not sure which I like better, but I do definitely dig that side panel artwork.
The actual, because this is a deluxe figure. The single ones where it's just a figure is a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they use less cardboard and less plastic. So if you're hanging them on the wall, because what I use is the 3mm hooks that you would use. Like, it's got the tape on it.
Okay.
Yeah, like the 3M hooks.
Yeah, I feel like they hold them better.
Yeah.
But sometimes it might pull it off. Like those would fall all the time. I haven't had any of these fall at all. Just 'cause I feel like the weight's distributed better in them.
Correct.
And that has a lot of empty space in it. Maybe not that one because both has that, but there were some that was just like figure and it's all this fucking plastic and nothing else in it. It was just like, so they really cut down on a lot of the space.
You say distributed weird.
What did I say? Distributed?
Distributed?
That's
yeah,
weird.
That is kind of weird.
That's a weird way to say distributed.
Because it's distributed.
Oh my god.
All right, stop.
You said it 4 times.
Yeah, stop it.
3 times
Stop
or
it.
4 times?
Moist? Does that bother you too?
Oh, no, but you say distributed in a weird fashion. Give it to me one more time.
Distributed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a shocking fucking revelation here. Jesus
I'm almost positive
Christ.
that's the proper way to say it.
It's not though. I don't think. Who says distributed like that?
Distributed.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Distributed.
Wait, say it one more time.
Distributed.
That's I can't.
I feel
it's like you have
weird.
like a slight pause there, like in between like
Distributed.
Distributed.
But it's distributed.
distributed.
We'll have to look this up.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
All right. Anyways, so
weird.
quick sidebar.
I don't know how the fuck we got on that, but I couldn't ignore that.
Only reason, and I just thought of it because you brought up his his dark gin up there. So like I want to ask you guys a question because we grew up with Boba, right? Like and like Jango Fett,
My
right?
second favorite character.
So like and now there's this new generation of kids that like are growing up on the Mandalorian.
Who's your first favorite character?
Han Solo.
Oh Jesus Christ! I thought you were gonna say Jar Jar Binks. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
God
I mean, I
damn it.
love
So,
Jar
like-
Jar, but he's not in my top 10.
So the new generation's grown up on like the Mandalorian and that whole series. Do you think that as we get older and kind of like just fade away, will people more idolize the Mandalorian or Boba Fett?
Boba Fett will always have.
I'm just curious because.
He was the first.
But do you think that's
Because man, I'll tell you, when I first saw Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back, when I was fucking 5, that was the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen in my life.
I agree, but I'm just saying. But now you look at all these people that like love the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so,
but now they're doing the Book of Boba Fett.
I know that's what I'm
Like,
hoping
Boba Fett
for.
Is
I'm
always,
hoping
he's
for.
the original. He's always.
All right, just curious.
You can make
quick
the
sidebar
argument
on that.
who's cooler, Darth Vader or Kylo Ren.
Yeah, well,
nothing tops
No,
Darth Vader.
No, we'll
but
get
it's
into that, though.
different
We'll
though.
get into
But I'll say this straight up. I don't think it's even close. I think at this point, for me, it's always going to be Boba
Yeah,
Fett.
me too.
But The Mandalorian is always going to have people, especially newer fans, be like, dude, who the fuck is Boba Fett?
And we'll get into that when we talk Star Wars. But I want to quick
absolutely.
sidebar that real quick.
Cool.
It just occurred to me.
So my last thing that I have is a slabbed comic book from my collection. It's issue number 1 of the Further Adventures of Indiana Jones.
Ooh.
This is the prized possession of my comic book collection.
I know.
So.
Look at that head on the back.
You have the Lego on the back, the Lego head on the back.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna lay this down because I don't feel like holding it. But
I'll hold it up. So chat about it.
So I am the second owner of that comic. The first one was my dad, and he gave this to me right before we sent it out. Because it wasn't originally in my pack.
Correct.
That I was gonna send out. So.
You went at that last minute actually. When
Yeah,
I sent
did.
that in.
Yeah, because he was like, "Hey, I found these," and they sat in at least in our basement for. We moved into that house in '91, so that was 2020. We did this originally.
Yeah.
So 29 years. It sat in a box, in a cardboard bag, along with issue number 17. And this one came back as a 7, and issue 17 came out with a 7.5. So, and I have issue 13.
Yeah.
Pick it up on Saturday that I want to send out too.
And which is cool. I mean, if you notice, it's white pages. I mean, so there's no yellowing. So that means it got no like moisture.
For
to it,
a 37-year-old, 38-year-old comic.
From your private collection.
From his personal.
Because my dad gave it to me. So
and most people didn't care.
and he gave, like I said, he was like, "Hey, I found these in the basement." And he gave them to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, these are
amazing.
phenomenal fucking condition."
Yeah.
So, and if anybody knows me, Indiana Jones is my favorite fictional character of all time. I think Raiders of the Lost Ark is the greatest movie ever made.
No, the shirt doesn't tell it at all.
Oh no, yeah, but
You were definitely a resident Indiana Jones.
I have next time I'm going to wear my 20th anniversary Phantom Menace shirt. It's got big old Jar Jar.
Oh,
Binks.
I can't wait.
It was.
Give me another fucking drink.
I already wore it this week. I really didn't realize that. So, but that means a lot to me more than just fuck my dad. But
Wow.
I mean, not really, because my dad's awesome. But I'm saying like
somebody has daddy issues.
no, my dad's
Somebody tag his dad in this.
It means a lot to me because of what Indiana Jones means to me. So to have that in a great condition, and the fact that it was given to my dad and we sent it out and it came back in a great grade, it's just it's the prized possession of my comic book collection.
Yeah, I was surprised it came back as a 7. Like I really thought when I sent it in it was gonna be in a 6.
I know both of you guys are real graded comic guys. Like you're really into the graded comics. Any idea what the value on this is? Like
about $150.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
fucking hey, that's awesome.
I mean, figure ungraded, unslabbed, it probably sells for like $10 on eBay. Yeah. It's not very expensive, but the slab immediately puts it over $100.
Right.
Yeah, and I've seen it sell for as high as $300, depending on the grade.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing is like with grading comics, it's some of it. At least for me, at least, I'm only been grading comics that either mean something to me, like that I started reading when I was a kid, and that I have my own personal collection that I just want to keep preserved, and not get ruined. You know, like I've already read it, I know what the story is, and they just look great when they come back graded, and the cases are amazing.
Yep.
Just don't let your kids hold one and drop it from 3 feet, and then the case cracks.
Okay, what happened?
Spawn. She dropped it.
Oh.
But it cracked a little, but it's okay.
I think it's $15 for them to replace the.
It is, so I'm not too worried about it, but it's okay.
But for me, it's anything I get tattooed on me. I haven't sent any of my tattooed comics out yet. So I have this issue of Batman. We got Thanos. We got the Flash. They're all from comic book covers.
He's doing a signing there.
Which one?
Frank Miller.
Oh, Frank Miller, is he? Yeah. Maybe I'll have him send it out, sign it. But it's either going to be like the thing that I had tattooed on me, or stuff I got from conventions, which I have 3 from conventions. That Marvel 1000.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love that.
Which is crazy because that never was taken out of the package, so I'm surprised I didn't get a perfect rating.
That's what I said. I was surprised.
They probably blew on it or something like that. Or artists, because I have a couple Capullo stuff that's been graded because I love Greg Capullo. So, and I think I have a V for Vendetta, and I think that one has the Watchmen in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So. And they're 2 of my. Alan Moore is my second favorite comic writer of all time after Frank Miller.
Amazing.
Because I absolutely love The Dark Knight Returns. So, the fact that he did 2 of my favorite comic book lines with Watchmen and V for Vendetta, V for Vendetta was in the last batch we got. And they're no. Were they both in it?
We got graded comics everywhere.
I couldn't remember what I sent out. Yeah, here's my V for Vendetta. Also a 7. Nice.
Yeah.
Right here. V for Vendetta. I love this fucking movie too. It's super underrated.
V for Vendetta was very good.
And it was a very underrated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, super underrated. But
anyway.
I'll be honest. Like I don't grade comics, but you guys know I've been like encasing them in these like acrylics.
Yeah.
It's costing too much money to like put all these in sleeves, but. I noticed, like, for me, like going through all my old comic books and going through all these old ads. That's my favorite part.
Best part.
Like, I'm seeing like all these things. I remember they used to have the ads for like if you sold a certain amount of things, you would get like a prize.
Yeah.
And I remember I fucking did that. I sold like Christmas cards to try to win a goddamn clock radio off the back of a comic book.
Stupid.
Dude, I never got shit from that fucking company. So if that company is watching this ever for the fuck you. I got nothing from you.
Thanks for taking my fucking money.
Here's this is my Marvel. I wasn't going to talk about it, but Sarah handed it to me. My Marvel 1001 I got from New York Comic Con 2019. God, I fucking missed that conventions. But this is number 697 out of 1001 comics. It's a 9.8. So I got this at the Marvel booth. Took me fucking 2 days to get in that goddamn.
You got so many 9.8s.
Yeah, you got that's your 4th. You got 4.
And then my Batman Superman acetate issue number 1 from the Year of the Villain panel was 9.8, and then the Absolute Carnage Miles Morales number 2 I got from the Chris Claremont.
Speaking of him, he's signing my current. I got Gambit, the first appearance of Gambit.
No shit.
Yeah, nice. He's signing it right now. Actually,
it was him. He was actually a special guest. He wasn't announced. He just showed up and was like, "Hey, I'm Chris Claremont." Everybody lost their shit. So then they gave this out. I actually bought this off eBay though, because I had to leave the.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I had to leave the panel early because I had a reservation to play the Avengers game, the beta.
Yeah.
Which the beta was great. The game was kind of boring, but I was gonna pass that up. But I went and found this on eBay shortly after. And
it came back phenomenally good, which is amazing.
I asked them for it. I was like, "Hey, I gotta leave." They were like, "No," and I was like, "All right, dicks, I'll buy it off eBay for fucking $10. So. And
And
now
anybody-
graded this thing's like $200.
I was gonna say, I was just gonna
it's miles. It's miles and
Yep.
the whole.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
that's
not
the
to drag on about it, but for anybody who is like collector and thinks like why grade books?
Yeah.
Well, one, you're preserving that comic.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
especially if
two,
it means something to you.
yeah, and the value, it holds forever.
Yeah.
They keep a database of how many of each are,
So,
graded.
Let
and
me see
everything.
that. Let me see your comic real quick. So yeah. So like, I don't know if it. Yeah. So, if you guys don't know anything about graded comics, like if say like prime example, we were talking about how my daughter dropped one and broke the case. Like it literally, it's just cracked up here.
Oh, was it
which is
Spawn
about
311?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It is what it is. I mean, it's not terrible. I can get it refixed for 15
Yeah.
bucks. But if you notice, this little barcode right here. So for me, since I send it up for Dean, I just gotta go on their website, fill out a couple quick information, type in that barcode, and it pulls all the information up for me, and then I can just send it right back in. I don't have to do anything other than that.
And it also
Like,
logs
they
how
log
many
every-
7.0s
Yeah.
there
Oh
are
yeah,
in the world.
Yeah, it logs
So that's
everything.
huge.
So, and like their database is amazing because you can go on CGC and then you can actually auction off your comic books
Yeah.
straight through them, and then they get. I mean, of course, they're getting something for it.
I think
but
at
you're
the,
getting majority of the money.
Here's a book.
At the moment, I don't think I have any. I'm looking to because everything right now I'm sending out is.
Yeah.
I haven't done the tattoo ones yet, but I have a bunch to go out.
Yeah.
And some that we haven't tattooed on me yet. But like it's the convention ones, which I've sent them all out now. So now it's just artist ones that I
Yeah.
want to send out. I have another Capullo one I want to send out. I also have the Spawn 311 one I want to send out. The one with the Chadwick Boseman one. I want to send that out
I
too.
think they've been hinting at a lot with Todd McFarlane, like him. They have a poster of number 300 behind everyone who's been signing recently. So I got a feeling either Todd or Greg are going to be there doing a signing soon at CGC.
Is it the one that is it Capullo's cover that they have behind
Yes,
them?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
God, that would be amazing.
And I have that
I would
cover.
fucking
And I have that
hate
cover.
it.
So I'm hoping that's him, and I'm hoping it's Todd. And I would send both in
I'll
just to
read
get a sign.
anything that he's the artist of.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I fucking love him. He's doing an indie project with Scott Snyder right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's
All right.
wrapped up death metal, so they're doing I think it's for Image.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then I think
Well, Amy.
pretty sure it's Image.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably isn't.
Cool. First comic on this thing, so that was awesome. That was a good one. All right, guys, that was it. That was the Tattooine Collector Club Cantina. Make sure if you like this shit we're doing here, man, make sure you subscribe. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out our Instagram, Facebook. We're gonna have cool merch coming soon. If you like this stuff, give us a follow. Check us out. Hang in there. We're gonna do more stuff soon. Hope everybody has a great week and stay geeky.